Hello, everybody. I'm Andrew, and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about one of our seated Segways, the Sui Generis. The Sui Generis is a really awesome device. It's got a lot of option sets, and it's got a sliding seat pan. So let's go ahead and check out the Sui Generis on livingspinal.com. So the first thing we've got here is the seat. The Sui Generis actually comes with its own seat mounted on it. So you don't have to purchase your own seat. For some people, maybe they have to be on a rojo. And so Sui Generis is one where the seat is part of the unit. So you may need to look at different options depending on what your seating needs are. As you can see here, it comes in a buddy seat with a square seat and one parking stand. It comes in the buddy seat with a square seat with two parking stands, or it comes with a bucket seat with one parking stand, or a bucket seat with two parking stands. So to simplify that a little bit, you've got a square or a bucket seat. The square seat is flat, and the bucket seat actually has like a taper to the side and then in. So somebody that maybe doesn't have the best balance, they might want a bucket seat to hold them on, kind of like, a race car, you've got a bucket seat. Let's move on to our next product option, and that would be to add the V-steer. Okay, so the V-steer is actually a steering mechanism that would go on each side. So you can have a handle on both sides, and then it's a V that goes down under your legs and attaches down below. So you could actually steer with both hands at the same time, or you could steer with just the left hand or just the right hand. Really a pretty neat steering option and pretty unique in the market. The next thing we've got is we need to decide what kind of Segway you're going to put this on. So whether it's an I2 or an X2. And then we have to look at whether the I2 or X2 is a non-SE model or an SE model. So about 2 years ago, Segway stopped making non-SE models, and they came out with a new one called an SE model. So all of your newer Segways in the market that you purchase today are going to be SE models, and all of the older ones out there are going to be non-SE. How do you tell the difference? Well, the mounting plate for the seated Segway steering arm is going to have 5 hole placements in a SE model, the newer model. The older models actually had like kind of a round hub that slides onto that area in between the tires. The next thing that we're going to look at is whether or not you're going to be finding a new Segway and purchasing that through us, or you're going to have a used Segway that you're going to put just the seat on. It's fine if you want to do it either way. We don't always recommend getting a used Segway out in the market because the batteries are so expensive on these things. It's about $2,000 to replace the batteries. And it's really kind of hard to determine whether the batteries are still good when purchasing a used model. A lot of times you'll be buying it on the internet or sight unseen. And so we recommend that you buy a brand new unit so you have brand new batteries, so you're the only one that is charging them and doing it properly. For Segways, you want to keep them plugged in all the time, and they actually have really neat technology package that keeps the Segway operating its batteries and keeping them clean all by itself. If someone owned it before you and just left it in a garage for 3 months at a time, they very well could have damaged the battery just that one time. The next thing that we want to look at is installation. So we have 3 different options in installation. One is no service at all, and we can send it right to you and you can mount it yourself. It'll come with mounting instructions, and you can either do it yourself, or if you have a mechanical friend who can help, that'd be great. The second option is for our local corporate office here in Southern California to go ahead and do the installation ourselves, but you pick it up here. The third option is to install it shipped to your door. And we also have dealers throughout the country, and we can have them do the installation. So lots of options there. Again, if you're working with a dealer, you would just go ahead and put no service because you'll be paying that dealer directly to do the service. Let's go ahead and work through some of the options that come on the Sui Generis. So We'll go down the option page a little bit. We've got the description, review, more information, similar products. Really good to go through and read all of this information on top of what I'm going to share with you here today. All kinds of good stuff. So let's go up to the pictures, and I'm going to click on the picture set, and that'll bring up a picture viewer for us to look at together. What's great here is that we will see all different angles of it. And you know how we talked about the seat, we had the flat seat, and then we also have the bucket seat, and you see how you can see a little bit of contour there. We're looking at the front of it, so it would be the rider's right-hand side. That has got this red knob, and that is what you would pull to bring the landing gear up. Now, if you choose the dual landing gear, you'll actually have landing gear on this side as well. And this one has a small wheel at the bottom, which will allow you to put the landing gear down and then roll it yourself. So it's really a safety precaution if you were to, I don't know, just not pay attention at all and run out of battery. And then you would be able to put down this rolling landing gear, which you could then grab these large wheels and roll the device. Pretty unique. Not many of the units out there have a dual landing gear system. And let's continue on. So we'll look at them side by side, square seat versus bucket seat. We've got black, we've got red, and you can see it's kind of a unique silver chrome design for the actual material and makeup of the seat. You can get this center steer stick or that V-drive. Lots of different options. Great product. If you have any other questions at all, go ahead and call into livingspinal.com. Our customer service can go ahead and help you with some answers. You can pay for it directly through the website. You can call in and give a credit card over the phone as well if you want to do that. Thanks for joining us for our episode about seated Segways and the Sui Generis.